Alright, so by now, I'm sure that you're aware of a feature called voice mode in some AI tools like ChatGPT and Perplexity AI. So basically, instead of typing the prompts or messages manually, you can just talk to AI like you would when you're talking to a real person, and then it will give you audio feedback or audio answer. This is a lot faster and more convenient than typing the messages. And did you know that you can also bring this voice mode locally into your computer? So this is one example. Let me give you a quick demo of this voice mode feature that's running locally on my computer. I'm going to click this voice mode button. Hi there, how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. How about you?
Okay, can you give me a joke?
Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
Alright, that was a quick demo that's again running locally on my computer, despite the interface here is actually using a browser, but everything is just local. So let me show you how you can get this voice mode capability in a local AI tool called OpenWebUI, and this is going to be the easiest way you can install and get this feature running on your computer. So the first thing that you need to do is you have to navigate to Google and search for OpenWebUI Desktop. This is the simplest way to install OpenWebUI because with this you can install the program with one-click install. Now to do that, you can navigate to the release page right here, and then you can download the version based on your system. It is available for macOS and Windows, and I actually have made a video on how you can install it on your computer. If you are interested, you can check it out on my channel. But basically, just download the setup file and then open the setup file and just wait for OpenWebUI to run basically the installation process, and it will download certain items or components to make the program running. And after that, you can open the program to your computer. You can open WebUI, and then you can navigate to General and click this link, and this should open the page to a browser. So this is OpenWebUI running on Google Chrome. But when you're doing this for the first time, you won't see any model. Right now I do have some models, but when you're doing this for the first time, there's a good chance that you don't have any AI model on your computer. And for that, you need to use a tool called Ollama. Ollama is basically an environment that lets AI models like Mistral, DeepSeek, Qwen, Gemma, and many other open source models to run locally on your device. You can navigate to Google and search for Ollama, and you can open this official link, and you can download Ollama to your computer. It is very straightforward. Just download the program, and then after that, you can launch Ollama on your computer. It's going to look like this. So here you can click this button, which is a model selection, and then you can download a model that you want to use in OpenWebUI. So there are some models, like there's the Qwen model and the Gemma model. There's also GPT OSS, but I do recommend to use a model that is not too big, ideally no more than 8 billion parameters. But if you want to get something that is even faster, then you can get 4 billions or perhaps 1 billion parameters model. So here I have Gemma 3 with 1 billion parameters. It is not the smartest, but it is a lot faster than other models. Anyway, just download the version that you think is appropriate for your system. And after that, you can open this sidebar, go to settings, and then enable or expose Ollama to the network. Just click this toggle button. And after that, you can minimize Ollama and you can go back to OpenWebUI right here, refresh the page. And usually the models would be available to be used right here. You can see that in the model selection. And by the way, you can also use LM Studio if you are interested. LM Studio is another app that is similar to Ollama, and for some people it is more convenient. And again, if you're interested, I have made a video on how you can connect LM Studio to OpenWebUI. You can check it out on my channel. Now, let me just close this. So right here in OpenWebUI, there are a few things that we need to do before we can enjoy the voice mode in this AI tool. So first, you need to navigate to a menu like this is the menu. You have to navigate this, and then you have to navigate to admin panel, and then go to settings, navigate to audio, and here there are a few things that we need to change, and don't worry, I'm going to guide you about all the things that you need to change to enable the voice mode in OpenWeb UI. So right here in the speech to text engine, which is the STT model, there are some options that you can write. There is the model called Tiny. There is also base, or maybe you can use small, and then there's also medium, there is also large. So these are some variations that you can download to your computer. I do recommend using either Tiny or base because they're not big and they're very fast, which is very important when chatting to AI. I think that is the very important. You want to experience almost no delay when you are talking to an AI model. So I do recommend using Tiny or base. You can get away with small, but expect more delay. Now, just write the version that you want. Let's say you want to download the base model or the base variant, and then you can just type base and then click this download button. Now, in OpenWeb UI, there is no progress bar, so you have no idea how many percentage of the model has been downloaded into your computer. So my advice is just click the download button, just wait until the loading icon disappear, and maybe wait about 20 to 30 seconds for everything to settle, and then you can continue to the next step. That's one thing that I dislike. There is almost no notification or messages about what's going on with the progress, so you have to basically wait a bit longer after you have done anything. Anyway, so when you're done with the STT model, you can continue with text-to-speech. Now, this is very important because this is the element that will convert the text from AI into speech. If this is going to, this one is going to transcribe your speech into text, and this one is going to convert the text from AI into speech, and this is also very important. Now, there are two ways you can, you have two approaches here. So first, you can use Web API, and I think this is the simplest option. You can click this and then select the Web API, web voices that you want to use. Now, there is the option from Google, which in this case, well, because I'm using Google Chrome, that's why I have some options from Google, but they are actually not really offline. They're actually still require internet connection, so I'm not going to use it. But if you're using Windows, usually there are some options from Microsoft, from Windows, like there is David, Mark, and Zira. I do recommend using Mark because it sounds better than David, in my opinion. So I'll just use Mark. And again, this is just one among two approaches that you can use, and this is not the best. Later, I'm going to talk about how you can use transformers. This is also local, and it sounds a lot better. But let me just use the Web API first, and then later we are going to explore the transformers option. It is also not very difficult. Okay, I'm going to click Save. And then I'm going to go back to the home screen. So I'm going to click this new chat button. And okay, so you can select the model that you want to have a chat with. Let's say I'm going to use Gemma 3 with 1 billion parameters. And let's say I'm going to say, hi there. This is just for testing, by the way, just to make sure that the model can actually run. Okay, that's pretty good. Now I'm going to use the voice mode. Okay, what can you do for me? Okay, so yeah, that can happen. I think that's because I'm still using the previous setting. Let me just go to settings. So there's another settings page. Audio. Oh, that's why. Okay, sorry about that. I have to set it to default first. I'm going to click save again. Now, you don't have to do this. There's a good chance that it is not actually changed. This is just a setting that I set up before so I can make this video, but you don't have to do this. Okay, I'm going to click save, and okay, let me try it again. Okay, can you tell me a joke?
Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Would you like to hear another one?
That was the quality of the built-in voice in Windows, which is the voice from a setting called Mark. It's not very good, it's just robotic, but hey, at least that is offline. But if you don't like it and you want better quality audio, then here's what you can do. You can go back to admin panel again, and then settings, and then audio, and then here, instead of using web API, you can use transformers. And then, okay, you don't have to type anything, just click save. Okay, now let me just go back to the main screen. And right here, you can click your profile again, go to settings. So yeah, there are two different settings somehow. Okay, so right here, you have to navigate to audio, and then you have to click this, and then click kokoro.js. And here you can either use FP16 or Q8. I think Q8 is faster than FP16, although the voice quality is not going to be as good, but still, I think that's quite acceptable. Now let me just select Q8, and then just wait for kokoro.js to be downloaded on your computer, and do not close the page. Now, after that, when you're done, you can select a voice. There are many options, and let's say I want to use AF hard. And then just wait until the voice is fully downloaded. And again, there is no progress bar, there is no indicator, so you have no idea if the file has been downloaded. So just maybe monitor your internet connection, monitor if there is any data being received. That means the model is still being downloaded. Now, when you're done, click save, and then you can click anywhere else to close it. And let me just start a new chat again. So I'm going to click this. Hi there, how are you today?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. And you?
Oh, nothing, I'm doing well. I'm just making a YouTube video right now.
That's awesome. What kind of video are you making?
Well, it is about running a local AI model.
That's really cool. Do you have any special challenges you're facing?
Alright, so yeah, at least it is working. There are some roadblocks along the way, but at least we're able to make it work. So there are two ways you can do it. You can either using the web API, which is instant, but the quality is not so great. But you can also use the transformers option, which grants you better audio, better quality, and sounds more human. So again, you can use this completely offline. You don't have to be connected to the internet, and you can have a chat. You can use a voice mode that is similar to Perplexity or ChatGPT, but it is completely offline, local, and private. So that's how you can do it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Have a great day.